Do you see that coming also with you and 50, or you feel like man, we not there, or I didn't instigate, I'm good?
Honestly, I'm a businessman. If 50 Cent still had value, I may have been done it. But not being funny, not on homie just ain't, he ain't that dude no more. Man, we was riding through LA smoking the hate it or love it yesterday.
Cause he was like, yo, you hot now we gotta hang out now. Hang out.
Yeah.
And I was looking and I was like, let me just move away.
A lot of folks thought this was just 50 being 50. Another slick post, another joke, another laugh for the internet. But nah, this one hit different. Cause instead of only aiming at Diddy, 50 reached way back and pulled Rick Ross right into something he never spoke on out loud. An old lyric, a track from years ago. Words Ross already had to answer for once before. And just like that, those words popped back up, right when Diddy's name already hot in the streets for all the wrong reasons. That's when people started asking questions. Was this just petty back and forth? Or was 50 sending a message that go way past rap? Because once you line these names up, the pictures start looking real uncomfortable.
When I'm in Miami, I need anything. And I mean anything. We can't even discuss it. The things that this man is capable of bringing to you. But believe me, he has Miami on lock. But this is the love affair, baby. This is the love affair, baby.
You click this video because you want to know what really went down between 50 Cent and Rick Ross behind the scenes. No extras, no sugar on it. That's exactly what we getting into right now. So hit that subscribe button and tap that notification bell so you don't miss the latest behind the scenes celebrity drama when it drops. From the outside, it looked random, like 50 just woke up and decided to poke Ross for no reason. But if you've been paying attention, you know that ain't how 50 move. When Diddy's name started ringing everywhere, 50 didn't just focus on him, he started looking at everybody around him. The friends, the business partners, the ones always posted up next to him, smiling for the cameras. And Rick Ross was right there. Ross and Diddy go way back. This ain't just a verse here and there. Real business ties, real public love, real we locked in type energy. Ross helped push Ciroc heavy back then, stood next to Diddy at big events, and always spoke on him like a mentor, not just another artist. And that level of closeness, that's what got people talking.
No, you don't even understand that. They gonna say that's Illuminati. Them niggas got too much money. But guess what? It felt good when the nigga said, you so successful, we can't believe it. Scott, nah, nigga, God is great. And that hard work, them 20-hour shifts, them 20-hour shifts. Can't overlook them. You can't overlook them.
I'm back outside and I'm vicious. I'm not doing it for me no more. I'm doing it for we. Love.
For years now, fans online been saying Ross and Diddy looked way too close. Always together, always showing love, always riding for each other no matter what. Nothing illegal ever proven, but enough closeness for rumors to start moving on their own. And 50, he never bought it. 50 been said he don't trust people who stay glued to power without ever questioning it. In his mind, when something goes left, you gotta look at who was always around, who was always in the room. So when Diddy's situation started blowing up, 50 didn't look at Ross like some random bystander. He looked at him as part of the circle. Not accused of anything, just close enough to make people raise an eyebrow. That's why 50 didn't point fingers straight at Ross. He played it smarter. He reminded people of Ross's past, an old lyric, an old moment, something that already caused noise once before. Because in 50's world, if you stand next to somebody long enough, that spotlight don't stay in one place forever. Eventually, it swing your way too. Once fans started putting Diddy's situation next to Ross's old lyrics, the internet did what it always does. It started guessing. Was Ross just a friend? Was it strictly business? Or was he closer than folks realized?
Diddy in the motherfucking promised land. Y'all know what's going down, man. We talking big money, big moves. It's that 2022.
I ain't gonna lie. Niggas be talking like they getting money and like they got taste and they got style and savoir-faire. But goddamn, when God made this nigga here, woo, 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 the boy cold. The boy cold, man. You got to give it to him, man. Thank God God made a rosé. Somebody had to do it. Black man is doing this. This is Niggerati. That's the name of our album we got coming out called Niggerati. All right, it's coming to you, Niggerati.
Again, no proof of anything beyond friendship, but perception matters. And 50 knows perception can hit just as hard as facts. That's why he pulled Ross into the conversation, not to accuse him, but to make people question the company he keeps. And once that thought gets planted, it don't stop growing. Back in 2013, Ross dropped that verse on UOENO. Even back then, people felt uneasy about the words. The lyric painted a picture of someone not aware, not in control, not knowing what was happening. Fans spoke up right away. Brands backed off. Reebok cut ties. Ross took heavy heat. To his credit, Ross apologized. He said those words didn't reflect who he really was. And after a while, the headlines faded. Or so people thought. Because lyrics don't disappear. They sit, they wait, and when the climate changes, they come back louder. That's exactly what 50 understood. This wasn't random. Diddy was already under pressure. Trust was already shaky. And now conversations about power, influence, and behavior were everywhere. By reposting that lyric, 50 wasn't saying Ross broke any laws. He didn't accuse. He didn't claim facts. He did something colder. He let people connect the dots on their own. Fans started asking, why did this slide back then? Others asked, why was this ever okay? And some started looking at the culture around certain circles a little different. And since Ross and Diddy been seen together for years, business, parties, brand deals, the internet ran with it. And 50, he just watched it all unfold.
Curtis, you so infatuated with my lifestyle. You see me out on the yacht with a black, beautiful woman. And I hope you don't have anything against black, beautiful women, Curtis. I mean, what are you insinuating here? I mean, and we know you just had your heart shattered when you found out what we found out. We all found out together. And we know that's the mother of your youngest son, little Bruce Leroy. Man, but you got to give a beautiful black woman an opportunity, Curtis. We know you may have been hurt. You're a hurt hoe, but get over it, man. Enjoy a glass of fine bubbles and move on in life. Be happy.
Ross responded the way Ross always do. Confident, loud, brushing it off like it's nothing. He laughed, reminded folks he already apologized years ago, then tried to flip the focus back on 50, talking album numbers, relationships, throwing personal shots to change the subject. But here's the thing. Once something gets dragged back into the light, you can't undo that. Fans weren't even locked in on Ross's response like that. They were stuck on the lyric, the timing, and how it lined up with Diddy. That's when this stopped feeling like regular rap back and forth and turned into a much bigger conversation, and 50 knew that was gonna happen. Online reactions split fast, some people saying 50 holding the culture accountable, like uncomfortable truths finally getting talked about. Others saying he messy, using serious moments to troll and stay in the spotlight. And then there's a third group saying this is what happens when old lyrics, old habits, and old relationships get looked at through today's lens. Nobody's safe from the past anymore, especially when your enemies remember everything, and 50 don't forget. This don't feel like album promo or tour hype. It feel like a warning, not just to Ross, but to anybody tied to situations they never really addressed. Because 50 not saying he better than anybody, he's saying your past still here. And in today's world, the internet don't let nothing die quiet, especially when real-life accusations in the air. So now you got three legacies tied together in one moment. Diddy fighting to protect his name, Rick Ross being reminded that lyrics last forever, and 50 Cent standing on the side smiling while the internet argues it out. This ain't about who won a rap beef. It's about timing, memory, and how fast old moments turn into new problems. Because once the past gets pulled back into the light, you don't get to control how people see it anymore.
And now the only real question is whether 50 exposing something deeper, or if this just the start of another chapter nobody ready for yet. Either way, this story far from over.